Alright, we have here for Fartlek Johan Cronje, Cronje from South Africa, the surprise 1500 bronze medalist from Moscow. Would you call yourself a surprise medalist, or did you expect that, or did you know that you were in that shape for something great?
Yeah, obviously I was a surprise. I was a surprise to myself and to many, but I knew I was in good shape. So going into the champs, I had confidence, went through the rounds, every round just did what I had to do, qualify automatically, and then final I knew anything could happen, and it did.
So did you do something new this season, change your training, or was it just like the last couple of years you would do consistent work and now it's paying off?
It's been a long road, but I won't say it's consistency because I've been struggling with injuries for the last basically 10 years. So this year was the first year that I started in, I think, September or somewhere last year. I started with my preparation for this year, and I didn't have major injuries, maybe a week or two that I had to take off in between somewhere. So it was the first time that I had a consistent build-up of a couple of months, and I knew going into that last few weeks before the champs, I just could feel in my training there's something new, there's a new kick, everything is back, just better.
So is it like the single most important fact in track and field to be healthy? It's not whether you do this training, if you do thousands or 2000s or a mile, so it's you being healthy and putting the work in?
Yeah, according to what I've learned over the last 10 years, definitely. Because I feel when I was a little bit younger, I wanted to perform so much more, or I pushed myself much more than I should have, and I pushed myself into injuries, where now I'm a little bit more relaxed. I mean, I take it day by day, and sometimes I just rest because I'm lazy, not because I have to rest. So all this paid off, and I mean, so far I'm injury free, and being injury free, you get more workouts in any case, and doing more workouts comes better fitness, better times, or better races, and with better races come confidence, and with confidence you can do anything.
So what was your mental approach to the World Championship? Was it just like getting in this final and then you knew everything could happen, or was your thought beforehand that place top 5, top 3?
Yeah, in 2009 in Berlin, I was in very good shape coming into the World Champs, but I already saw myself in the final. And I made the mistake by looking at the final as my one and only race, and I fell out in the first round, and that was a very sad day for me. The next World Champs I missed out again with a knee operation that I had that year, so I couldn't compete. So this year I knew, coming in with good shape, I knew, listen, take race for race, and I did. If the qualifying was top 5, then I put myself the whole time in that position to finish top 5. And obviously, when you go into the final, the main aim is to get a medal. So I put myself in that position to get top 3 the whole time. And luckily this time, with all the negatives the past few years, this year I had some positives.
Does it make the last 10, 15 years of struggle this worth it? Just this one moment with a medal?
Oh, definitely, most definitely. So I feel now I've accomplished something, but I still feel I can do so much more. There's the World Indoors in March next year, then Commonwealth Games for us, which is also a big thing in South Africa. So that, and then just a year after that, it's another World Champs, and I would love to defend my bronze there.
So how difficult is in the mid-distance, 800 and 1500, to get in the final, because so many people can run certain times, and it's a little bit of luck game in the prelims?
Yeah, it's a whole different game than sprinting. I mean, you know yourself. So sprinting, you can do a sub 10 seconds or you can't. That's just one of those things. If you can't run a sub 10 seconds, you're not going to beat the guys that can do sub 10 seconds. Where for a middle distance, there's always an outside chance of a slower guy with a slower PB, let's say, to get into a final, to get the medal or whatever the case may be, because first of all, it's the rounds, so your legs feel a bit tired by the time you get into the final. And then second of all, there's the whole tactical approach. And with a tactical approach, there's always somebody that can stumble somewhere or get blocked or whatever the case may be. And that just opens the door for somebody else.
Did it give you confidence that the success of the non-Kenyans like Centrowitz and Manzano, the 2012, 2011 in World Champions and Olympics, that guys like you can medal?
Yeah, definitely. I feel they've They've done a lot. I mean, Manzano and Centrovic is both great runners coming to championships. And through their successes, obviously, we saw that, listen, yeah, it's not only the Ethiopians and the Kenyans and the Moroccans, whoever that can win medals. So, yeah, I feel they've done their part.
So take us through the last 400 in Moscow. Where was your position and when did you see that everything was possible?
I actually felt very easy through the whole race, but for some reason I found myself on the inside lane from the first 200, and throughout the whole race I couldn't get out, and I saw with 500 to go I was basically stone last, or the last guy in that pack. And I was starting to worry, because now I need to decide, do I go around the outside or do I just stay and hope for something to happen? And as I wanted to decide, the pace started to pick up, so I just stayed where I am. And I felt easy around the bend, easy in the back straight, even easy around the last bend. And I had to wait for people to just open up before me, because there was a couple of guys on my right, and I saw the guys in front of me were looking to their right. And as soon as you start looking right, there's always your body drift as well. And I knew I just had to be patient, and luckily I think it was at last 50 meters or something, it just opened up and I went past.
Did you have your eyes on Kiprop and Centrovic, or you just knew the bronze medal is the highest ever finish?
Yeah, I had an eye on them, but my tactic was totally different than what it turned out to be. I wanted to be in front with 600-700 to go, just to put myself there. I knew some guys would sprint me at the end, maybe if I'm in front, but I wasn't aiming at a medal. Oh, I was aiming at a medal, but I mean, I thought feeling strong, not a lot of guys will pass me then, and maybe the less guys pass me, the better position I can run. So in the end, I was lucky going through on the inside and felt strong still. I wish it was a mile on the day. It would have helped me.
So now post World Championship, is it now the task to get your PB down to like in the line of that bronze medal?
Yes, I feel I messed up a little bit now in Zurich. I flew in, I went from Moscow, went home for a bit, couldn't really train, I had to do interviews whatever the whole time. So, and I felt tired a bit, and I flew in very late just before the meeting. But I still ran in my third fastest time, so it wasn't too bad, but I feel I can do maybe 2 seconds faster still. And yeah, now I'm here for 800 meters. I feel I can run a PB. In Brussels I'll be in the B race again, 800, see what I can do again there, and then hopefully in Rieti I can get another national record.
Okay, then I wish you best of luck for those races and for the next years. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sweet.